Have you ever caught a man staring into your eyes and he doesn't look away? Not for a second. No blinking, no awkward smile, just that intense, unwavering gaze that sends a shiver down your spine or sparks butterflies in your stomach. What does it mean when a man stares into your eyes without looking away? Is it love? Is it dominance? Or is there something deeper in the psychology of eye contact that explains this mysterious behavior? In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of eye contact, decoding what it means when a man locks eyes with you and holds that gaze backed by psychological research and real-world insights. This video will uncover the truth behind the stare. So sit back, relax, and let's break it all down. The science of eye contact, why it matters. Before we talk about what it means when a man stares into your eyes, let's start with the basics. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication. According to psychologists, our eyes can communicate emotions, intentions, attraction, and even dominance without a single word being spoken. In fact, research shows that eye contact activates the limbic mirror system in the brain, the same part that helps us experience empathy and emotional connection. Eye contact can make us feel seen, understood, and emotionally connected, or it can make us feel vulnerable, exposed, and even intimidated. It all depends on how that eye contact is used, types of eye contact and what they reveal. Not all eye contact is created equal. Let's explore a few common types. 1, fleeting glance, a quick, subtle look, often a sign of nervousness or casual curiosity. 2, soft gaze, relaxed, gentle eye contact, usually indicates comfort or affection. 3, locked gaze, intense, prolonged eye contact. This is the one we're focusing on today. 4, staring without expression can be perceived as intimidating or threatening. 5, smiling eyes when the eyes crinkle or brighten, often combined with a smile. This is a sign of warmth and interest when a man stares into your eyes and doesn't look away. Chances are it's a locked gaze, and that gaze holds powerful meaning. Let's explore what that meaning could be. 7, psychological reasons why he stares into your eyes without looking away. Reason number 1, he's deeply attracted to you. Attraction is one of the most common reasons behind intense eye contact. Psychologist Dr. Monica Moore explains that men often use eye contact as a form of nonverbal flirting when he's staring at you. He might be unconsciously trying to create a connection, get your attention, or send a signal of romantic interest, especially if his pupils are dilated, a subconscious sign of desire. Reason number 2, he's trying to establish dominance or confidence. Some men use direct eye contact as a show of power or confidence in psychology. It's called a dominance display by holding eye contact. He may be signaling self-assuredness, strength, or an alpha-like presence. This is especially common in high-stakes conversations, interviews, or when trying to impress someone. Reason number 3, he's emotionally engaged. When someone is deeply present in a conversation, they maintain eye contact naturally. If a man is genuinely interested in what you're saying or feeling emotionally connected, he might stare without even realizing it. It's his brain's way of staying focused and in sync with yours. Reason number 4, he's trying to read you. Eye contact isn't just about expression, it's also about perception. A man might lock eyes with you in an attempt to gauge your emotions, reactions, or intentions. It's his way of reading between the lines, looking for subtle clues in your eyes. Reason number 5, he's nervous or socially anxious. Ironically, some men stare because they're anxious. They freeze up and don't know what else to do. Instead of looking away, they may lock up and maintain eye contact out of awkwardness or fear of doing the wrong thing. Reason number 6, he's trying to create a connection in psychology. Prolonged eye contact can foster a sense of intimacy. Researchers have found that Two strangers who gaze into each other's eyes for even just 2 minutes often feel more connected. A man might be staring at you to build trust, closeness, or emotional chemistry, even if it's unconscious. Reason. Number 7, he's being manipulative or testing you. In rare cases, a man may use eye contact to manipulate or intimidate. This kind of stare often lacks warmth and feels controlling. It's important to trust your gut if the eye contact feels uncomfortable or predatory. It probably is how to interpret the context of his stare. Now that we've explored the possible psychological reasons why a man might stare into your eyes, let's take it a step further because context matters. The same intense stare can mean very different things depending on where you are, what's happening around you, and what kind of relationship you have with him. Let's break it down by context 1 in a romantic setting if you're on a date. Sitting close and the atmosphere is warm and flirtatious. A man who stares into your eyes might be communicating romantic interest. He may be attracted, emotionally connected, or ready to take things to the next level. 2, during a conversation. If the man is speaking to you and locks eyes, it's usually a sign of attentiveness and respect. He's engaged with what you're saying and wants you to feel heard and understood. 3, in a group or crowd. If he's across the room, staring only at you while others are around. This could indicate curiosity, interest, or even obsession. It's an attempt to separate you from the crowd and single you out. 4, in a conflict or argument, in moments of tension. A man might stare as a challenge or an effort to assert dominance. If the stare feels hard or aggressive, this isn't about intimacy, it's about control. 5, when no words are being spoken, silent. Eye contact is one of the most powerful types. If he holds your gaze in silence and the moment lingers, the connection could be romantic, emotional, or intense on a whole new level. 6, random stranger versus familiar face. If a stranger stares at you, it could be curiosity or admiration. But if someone you know well stares, it's more likely linked to emotional connection, contemplation, or deeper thoughts. Remember, his body language, facial expression, and the emotional tone of the moment are all keys to decoding the meaning behind his stare body language cues that reveal his true intentions. A man's eyes may be saying one thing, but his body often tells the whole story. Here are 10 key body language cues to watch for. When a man stares into your eyes, 1, dilated pupils indicates attraction or emotional arousal. 2, leaning in shows engagement and interest. 3, relaxed face and shoulders suggests comfort and warmth. 4, lip movement or biting lips, a subconscious sign of nervous attraction. 5, touching his face or hair could mean he's trying to self-soothe or impress you. 6, mirroring your movements, a strong indicator of emotional alignment. 7, arms crossed or jaw clenched, could mean defensiveness or suppressed emotions. 8, foot positioning feet pointed toward you, often reveal interest. 9, hands in pockets, or fidgeting indicates nervous energy. 10, smiling, with his eyes known as a douchin. Smile. It shows real happiness and warmth by combining his eye behavior with his body language. You get a more complete and accurate picture of what's going on inside his mind, the right way to respond when a man stares at you. So what should you do when a man locks eyes with you and doesn't look away? Your response will depend on how you feel about him and the situation. If you're interested, hold eye contact. Back, meeting his gaze with confidence shows mutual interest. Smile softly, this invites connection and shows you're open to interaction. Lean in slightly or mirror his energy. This creates subtle psychological rapport. Speak if you're ready. A simple hi can break the ice and open the door. If you're not interested, look away calmly. This communicates disinterest without confrontation. Avoid smiling or encouraging gestures. You can be kind but clear. Use physical distance. Move or adjust your posture to signal boundaries. Say something if necessary. If his stare feels uncomfortable, assert yourself confidently with a polite but firm response. If you're unsure, hold the gaze briefly, then observe. Watch how he reacts when you look back. Watch his facial expression. Is he warm, nervous, intense, or blank? Read the room. Is this a friendly glance or something deeper? Trust your gut. Your instincts often sense what logic can't explain. The key is to remain composed, confident, and conscious of the message you're sending back. What psychology says about mutual eye contact in relationships. Psychology tells us that mutual eye contact, when two people gaze into each other's eyes, can lead to deeper emotional bonds. In one famous experiment by psychologist Dr. Arthur Aaron Strangers, who stared into each other's eyes for 4 uninterrupted minutes, reported feeling significantly more connected, and in some cases, even reported feelings of love. That's the power of eye contact in romantic relationships. Maintaining eye contact builds intimacy and trust, increases emotional synchrony, helps regulate each other's emotions, encourages vulnerability and closeness. In fact, couples who maintain regular, meaningful eye contact often report higher relationship satisfaction. So when a man looks into your eyes and doesn't look away, it could be his way of deepening emotional connection, even if he doesn't fully realize it. The dark side of eye contact: when to be cautious. While intense eye contact can be beautiful, it's also important to recognize when it crosses the line. If a man's stare feels uncomfortable, possessive, cold, or emotionless, predatory, or overly prolonged in a way that invades your space, that's a red flag in psychology. This type of stare may be linked to narcissistic behavior, manipulation, or emotional control tactics. You should never feel like you're being watched, tested, or psychologically cornered by someone's gaze. Listen to your body's signals if you feel tense, uneasy, or anxious. It's okay to step back, look away, or remove yourself from the situation. Eye contact should feel like a bridge, not a weapon. The psychology of love at first sight is eye contact. The trigger: have you ever heard the phrase, "it was love at first sight"? While it may sound poetic or cliché, psychology actually supports the idea that eye contact can create an instant emotional connection and possibly even trigger romantic feelings. Dr. Zick Rubin, a psychologist at Harvard University, discovered that couples in love tend to maintain mutual gaze significantly more than those who aren't romantically involved. In his studies, loving couples looked at each other 75% of the time, while talking a rate far higher than the average of around 30-40% during normal conversations. Why does this matter? Because the eyes are windows to emotional truth. In the split second of mutual eye contact, our brains assess attraction, safety, familiarity, and emotional alignment. We often feel something before we understand what it is, and the eyes are the gateway to that intuition. So when a man stares into your eyes and doesn't look away, it might just be a spark, the beginning of a deeper connection. Why eye contact creates instant chemistry. Let's break this down with brain science. When two people maintain strong eye contact, several powerful processes kick in. 1. The release of oxytocin, often called the love hormone. Oxytocin promotes bonding, trust, and emotional closeness. Eye contact, especially in emotionally charged moments, can trigger oxytocin release. 2. Synchrony between brains. Neuroscientific studies have found that eye contact aligns neural activity. That means your brain waves and his can sync up, creating a feeling of harmony, chemistry, or being in tune. 3. Emotional contagion. We catch emotions from those we look at. If his eyes show affection or vulnerability, you're more likely to mirror those feelings and vice versa. 4. Mirror neurons. Activation: these special neurons help us empathize and emotionally connect. Eye contact is one of the strongest triggers for their activation, so that long stare, it's not just romantic, it's chemical, neurological, and deeply human. Final thoughts: trusting your intuition. We've explored the science, psychology, and emotional power of eye contact. But let's end on a deeper truth. Your intuition matters more than any theory. When a man stares into your eyes and doesn't look away, your body will usually tell you everything you need to know. If you feel butterflies, it might be attraction. If you feel calm, it might be emotional resonance. If you feel uneasy, it might be a warning. Always trust that instinct, because eye contact is deeply intimate. It's where truth lives. It's where vulnerability is exposed, and it's where powerful human connections are made or avoided. So the next time a man locks eyes with you and doesn't look away, ask yourself, what do I feel in this moment? What is his gaze saying without words? And what do I want to communicate back? Because the eyes may speak, but you are the author of your story. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell for more psychology-based content on relationships, communication, and emotional intelligence. And remember, the most powerful conversations often happen in silence through the eyes. Until next time, stay confident, stay curious, and stay connected.